Hey everybody, let's talk about using the Pythagorean theorem in the real world. So let's take a look at this example. Let's say that you go to buy a television and you want to know what the size of the television is. And we know that televisions are measured by their diagonal. Okay, so we know what the height is because it tells us right here, which is 18 inches. And we also know the width, which is 24 inches. So what we want to know is what this diagonal is. And we can do that by using the Pythagorean theorem. See how it makes that right triangle? So you would just use your a squared plus b squared equals c squared because we are looking for the hypotenuse, which is that diagonal line that is directly across from the right angle. So we would use our legs as our a and b. So 18 squared plus 24 squared equals c squared. So we have that 18 squared, that would be 18 times 18, which would be 324. And 24 squared, which would be 24 times 24, is 576. So then we are going to add these together. And that gives me 900. Then we take the square root of both sides so we can get that c squared down to 1c. And if we take the square, use our calculator and use the square root, then we would get the answer 30. So that means that C is 30 inches. So this TV would be considered a 30-inch TV. So just like you do with the just regular triangles, if you have a real-world situation, you just have to figure out, are you solving for the legs or are you solving for the hypotenuse? Okay, remember with the hypotenuse, we will be adding the legs together. And if we're solving for the legs, then we would be subtracting the one leg that we know that's squared, and we would be subtracting that away from c squared, or what the hypotenuse length is, squared.